Very brief, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I was standing on a point of order because when you read the statement, you indicated that you wanted to acknowledge members of parliament of this house. I don't know whether your intention was to acknowledge those who are currently sitting or people who have actually served in the IPU. Because, Mr. Speaker, you know very well that the history is long. The most memorable one being the late Dr. Bonaya Godana, from whom I took over, and I represented Kenya in Windhoek and Namibia in a very, very comprehensive meeting. So I don't know whether this is our...
Honorable Sunguli.
Yeah.
I represented Kenya in Santiago, Chile. In the year 2002. I didn't even mention myself.
So that's what I want to say, because this is a house
I mentioned the contemporary ones.
Yeah. So
but you are in the history books.
Because this is a book of this is a house of records.
Yes.
Please, Mr. Speaker, I want to implore on you to get a more researched statement, so that it covers the real history of this nation, and you acknowledge us because we are contemporary.
Yes. Kiarie, 1 minute. We have to go on with other business.
Honorable Speaker, I must thank you. And I thank you because the team that you have sent to the IPU does not leave the country unprepared. Mr. Speaker, when we are out there, we do not speak our mind. We have to speak the Kenya position. And for us to totally understand the Kenya position, we have to be very well prepared from this parliament. So, Mr. Speaker, I thank you. Honorable Millie Odhiambo has been able to represent this country at the IPU at a very high level as the president of an all-important committee on the protection of the human rights of parliamentarians. Yours truly, Mr. Speaker, the honorable member for Dagoretti South constituency, has been able to serve 2 terms as the president of the Committee for the Respect and the Promotion of International Humanitarian Laws. Mr. Speaker, in this delegation that has just come from Tashkent, Uzbekistan, we had 2 new members, the Honorable Lotte and the Honorable Makali, who very ably represented our country, Kenya. Mr. Speaker, I would like to support what the Honorable Millie Odhiambo has said, that this parliament might want to seriously consider having a permanent delegation going to the IPU for institutional memory, so that this glowing representation by Kenya is supported. Finally, Mr. Speaker, Honorable Sunkuli has been to the IPU, so has the Honorable Speaker himself. I want to say that I have had a good opportunity to represent Kenya in not less than 6 IPU meetings in the Parliament of Parliaments, where resolutions and conventions are even escalated to the UN and become laws that superintend over the entire world, Mr. Speaker. This opportunity given to other members, Mr. Speaker, will serve this country well as a representation. Finally, Mr. Speaker, the delegation is normally Senate-led, and Senate in Kenya has been having a consistent delegation. Can we also, as the National Assembly, have a constant delegation going to the IPU? Mr. Speaker, I truly thank you for the opportunity.
Makali. John Makali. Give him the mic. Are you malfunctioning? There's one next there, in front of you. Is it working?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this particular opportunity to also make my remarks as the newest member of the IPU. First, let me thank you, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity to make me part and parcel of the delegation that went to Tashkent. I must admit, Honorable Speaker, that it was the first opportunity for me to attend the IPU, and I must thank the leadership of the House for giving a first-term member that particular opportunity to go and represent this nation. Mr. Speaker, it was not very easy to get that particular position. It took the leadership of Honorable Millie Odhiambo. It took the leadership and the linkages of Honorable Kiarie and the negotiating skills of the Honorable member from Kitutu Masaba, Honorable Cliff Gisaro, for us to be able to get that particular position. Kenya is still rated very, very highly internationally, Honorable Speaker, and several other issues were discussed. And we will, as indicated, keep the flag of Kenya flying very, very high. What I will urge, Honorable Speaker, is that we keeping opportunities to mainly first-time members of Parliament, because they can actually be able to deliver and also learn a few things that can be able to assist this House and the people of Kenya. Several issues came up, Honorable Speaker, on the issues of social development and justice. We needed to push the youth agenda. We need to push gender empowerment so that as we discuss the two-third gender rule, Honorable Speaker, we must be at the forefront as a nation. I want to say, Honorable Speaker, that as the representative of Kenya in the IPU, we will keep the Kenyan flag flying very high so that we keep our name high. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and thank you for giving me that particular opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Makali. Honorable members, we leave it there. Many members have served in IPU. Farah used to lead delegations. Sunguli was there. I was there. Many members have been there. But for the current team led by Millie Odhiambo, we say Kongole for giving our House good representation. Honorable members, allow me to acknowledge in the Speaker's Gallery, Greenvale School from Keses was in Gishu. And in the public gallery, we have Pwani University from Kilifi, North Kilifi, and Bomet University from Chepalungu in Bomet. On my behalf and on behalf of the House, we welcome the students and those accompanying them to the House of Parliament. Keses, I was not encouraging anybody, but I give you 1 minute.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Please, and I appreciate that you can allow me to welcome my school of Greenville, the only school in Eldoret that has transformed the lives of young Kenyans in ensuring that they keep proper training and skills. I want to say welcome so much, and I'm happy to see them here very soon. I know they are going to join me in this particular flow, serving Kenyans like I'm serving. Thank you, and welcome so much.
Owen Bayer.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Speaker, I want to take this opportunity to welcome Pwani University, the university in my constituency and the first university in the Coast region. And I want to tell you, Honorable Speaker, I served there as a lecturer and as a registrar some time ago before I came to this university. So Pwani University, welcome. I know it's the maiden visit by this university to this House, and I think we owe them a foot thumb for them to welcome Pwani University.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Owen. Next order. Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Members on their feet, take your seats. Chair Budget, take your seat. Honorable members, I have a short communication. A message from the Senate, on approval of the mediated version of the Conflict of Interest Bill, National Assembly Bill number 12 of 2023 by the Senate. Honorable members, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 41-4, I wish to report to the House that I have received a message from the Senate regarding the approval of the mediated version of the Conflict of Interest Bill, National Assembly Bill number 12 of 2023. Honorable members, the message conveys that on Tuesday, 8th April 2025, the Senate considered and approved the mediated version of the Conflict of Interest Bill, National Assembly Bill number 12 of 2023, in the form proposed by the Mediation Committee. You will recall that the bill was committed to a mediation committee pursuant to the provisions of Article 112(1)(b) of the Constitution, following the National Assembly's rejection of the Senate amendments to the bill. You will further recall, honorable members, that the House considered and approved the mediated version of the Conflict of Interest Bill 2023 on 5th December 2024. In this regard, honorable members, the approval of the mediated version of the bill by the Senate concludes its bicameral consideration. I will now proceed to present the bill to His Excellency the President for assent in accordance with the provisions of Article 113(3) of the Constitution. I thank you. Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
There is a petition, I think, by Honorable Wire, is it? Is Honorable Peter Mbogo in the house?
Yes.
You are to present a petition on behalf of Honorable Wire.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is a petition regarding alleged acquisition of trust land LR number 249 of 1963 by the government in Taveta County. I, the undersigned, on behalf of Nyario Yakididi, Chabat Beta Culture Community in Taveta constituency, Taveta County, draw the attention of the House to the following: that the Nyario Yakididi Chabat Beta Culture Community is a registered and recognized community group from Taveta constituency, registered under the Community Land Act and the Community Land Regulations. 2, that the community is dedicated to preserving and advancing the welfare and culture of the Taveta people, including the protection of natives' land rights as guaranteed under Article 63 of the Constitution and the Community Land Act. 3, that in 1963, the government of Kenya reserved a trust land reference number LR 249 of 1963 for natives, purposes of grazing and farming. 4, that the community occupied the trust land until sometime in 1982, when there was a severe drought that claimed human life and livestock, and as a result, the community left the area and relocated to the lowlands near River Lumi. 5, that the community continued using the said trust land as a traditional shrine for prayers and circumcision until sometime in 2022, when they were arrested and harassed by rangers from Kenya Wildlife Service on allegations of trespass. 6, that after negotiation between local political leaders and KWS, the arrested members of the community were released, but on firm instructions that they should not trespass on the trust land on grounds that the area is part of Tsavo West National Park and is a protected area. 7, that by the letter dated 17th August 2023, the community sought information from the Director for Land Administration on legal status of the trust land, and on the 18th August 2023, they were expressly informed that the land is still trust land. 8, that the community forwarded the aforesaid information from the said directors to the KWS and requested to be allowed to continue using the trust land as their shrines and grazing area. 9, that the KWS declined and insisted that the trust land is part of Tsavo West National Park and that it is a protected area. 10, that in the recent past, the KWS has started fencing the trust land completely, condoning it from the community, and all efforts to have the matter resolved has not been fruitful. 11, that the matter presented in this petition is not pending before any tribunal, court of law, or any constitutional or legal body. Therefore, your humble petitioners pray that the National Assembly, through the Public Petitions Committee, inquire the legal status of the land LR number 249 of 1963 and recommend for the settlement of the squatters within Taveta constituency, and 2, make any other recommendation that it may deem fit in addressing the plight of the petitioners. And your petitioners will ever pray. Presented by Hon. John Bwire Okano, MP member for Taveta constituency. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Mbogo. We'll commit the... Yes, Mashako?
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika. Mimi nasimama Mheshimiwa Spika kusema kwamba swala hili ni swala nyeti, ni swala nzito. Shirika la KWS Mheshimiwa Spika kwa miaka mingi limeendelea kuongeza mipaka yao, kuendelea kusukuma wananchi kule Taita Taveta, na mpaka sasa Mheshimiwa Spika, kando na hii sehemu moja ambayo Mheshimiwa Bwire ameleta hapa bungeni, ni sehemu nyingi Mheshimiwa Spika ambapo tuna utata wa mipaka na KWS Mheshimiwa Spika. So ombi langu kwako na ombi langu kwa kamati ambayo itafanya kazi hii ni kwamba kazi hii ifanyike kwa haraka ili mipaka ya KWS ionekane, na pale ambapo kuna utata KWS ama Savo ni ya watu wa Taita Taveta, iwe kwamba wananchi ama wa Taita Taveta wapewe nafasi ya kuchukua sehemu ambazo kwa wakati wa mababu zetu ilikuwa ni sehemu ya watu wetu. So Mheshimiwa Spika, swala hili ninakushukuru sana, maana ninajua mambo haya ya shamba na mambo ya mipaka ni mambo ambayo yanagusa mambo ya usalama. Mheshimiwa Spika, kule Taveta kuna shida, kule Voi Savo imekuja mpaka katikati ya town. Mheshimiwa Spika, Voi Savo inasema kwamba inafika karibu na town. Ukija kule Kishushe pande ya Undanyi, Savo mpaka sasa inasumbuana na mambo ya mipaka. Ukija sehemu ya Mwatate ambayo Mheshimiwa Mbogo anatoka, bado Savo inasukuma wananchi, inakataa mpaka fence isifanyike. Leo tunasumbuka sana na wanyama wa pori kwa sababu hiyo Mheshimiwa Spika. So nakushukuru na asante kwa kutupa hii nafasi, na mambo haya ni nyeti, yafanyike kwa haraka. Asante.
Asante sana. The petition is committed to the Public Petitions Committee and are obligated to bring a report within 60 days. Member for Chuka Igambangombe, Patrick Munene.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker Elias, to do this petition regarding recognition of the Chuka community as a tribe in the Republic of Kenya. I, the other side, on behalf of the Chuka community of Kenya in Tharaka Nithi County, drew the attention of the House to the following, Speaker. One, that the Constitution of Kenya in its preamble affirms the national pride in the ethnic, cultural, and religious diversity as the bedrock of unity of a sovereign nation. Two, that Article 44 of the Constitution recognizes that every person has the right to use the language and to participate in the cultural life of the person's choice, and a person belonging to a cultural or linguistic community has the right, with other members of that community, to enjoy the person's culture and use the person's language. Number three, that the Chuka community has a population of more than 117,000 people who are primarily located in Tharaka Nithi County, and owing to the historical, cultural, and economic aspects of the Chuka community, there is a need to formally recognize them as a distinct tribe in the Republic of Kenya. Number four, that the Chuka community traces their origin to the coastal region of Kenya, from where they migrated inland and eventually settled in the southern eastern slopes of Mount Kenya, and have a cultural and historical claim to the land known as Magodoma Chuka, which is now part of Mount Kenya National Park and Forest Reserve. Number five, that although the Chuka community has maintained governance structures, economic activities, and cultural practices that distinguish them from their neighbors, the Chuka community has not been recognized as a tribe in this country. Number six, that the members of the Chuka community have their own unique language that has unique phonetic characteristics that are substantially distinct from those of its neighboring tribes, including naming systems, circumcision rites that make it distinct from the neighboring tribes, unique and historical governance and leadership systems comprising of council of elders such as Kiamagyankome and Kiamakiamugongo, which have been and still are crucial in providing community leadership and direction and resolving conflicts involving the Chuka community. That, Mr. Speaker, the Chuka community plays a fundamental role in Kenyan socio-economic growth and the enhancement of Kenya's economy primarily through agriculture and trade. That efforts to have their matters addressed by relevant authorities have been futile. And number nine, that the matter presented in this petition is not pending before any court of law or any constitutional or legal body. Therefore, your humble petitioner pray that the National Assembly, through the Public Petitions Committee, number one, inquire into the matter with a view of securing urgent recognition of Chuka community of Kenya as a tribe in the Republic of Kenya. Number two, make any recommendations or actions it deems fit in addressing the plight of the petitioner, and your petitioners will ever play. Presented by Honorable Patrick Munene. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
George Murugara.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for allowing me to comment and support this timely petition by the Honorable Patrick Munene Ntwega of Chuka Igamba Ng'ombe. As it has clearly been explained, there are many injustices that were done by the colonialists when they came to Kenya. One of them being to lump together ethnic communities and naming them as one tribe. As a result of which some communities actually almost lost their identity until they were recognized as separate and distinct from one another. One good example is our county, Tharaka Nithi, which has 4 distinct communities: the Tharaka, the Chuka, the Mwembe, and the Muthambi. And because of this, it becomes difficult, especially when the rest of the communities in the Tharaka Nithi are simply termed as Meru. And the Meru is actually the larger county within the region. So time has come for the Chuka to actually be recognized as a distinct community in the Tharaka Nithi, and the same is going to apply to the Muthambi and the Mwembe. So when the time comes, I will appear before the Public Petitions Committee to support this petition, shed more light on why this recognition is necessary. Also, plead for the case of the Muthambi and the Mwembe, which are also in my county of Tharaka Nithi. For Meru, we leave it as it is because it also has 3 distinct communities which are put together as Meru. But that being another county, it will be a story for another day. So I do support this, and I'll be appearing before the Public Petitions Committee to render credence to this petition by Honorable Munene. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I commit the petition to the Public Petitions Committee to respond within 60 days. Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
Majority Leader. Yes. Yes, Karemba, what is it? Karemba, what is it?
Sorry, Speaker, it is Honorable Murugara who had misled me that...
Why would Honorable Murugara mislead you? Honorable Murugara, are you in the business of
I have not absolutely. How could I have? I've said I've just commented on a petition. We haven't reached his statements. Then he says, I want to talk about a statement. I said, sorry. Then he says, I've misled him. I have not misled Honorable Karemba.
Go on, Majority Leader.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the House today, Tuesday, 15th April 2025. The 5th report of the Committee on Appointments on the approval hearing of nominees for appointment as Cabinet Secretaries. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
You finished?
Honorable Speaker, I also beg to lay the following papers on the table of the House today, Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. The following legal notices from the Ministry of Health. Legal notice number 76 of 2025 relating to the digital health information management procedures, regulations of 2025. 2, legal notice number 77 of 2025 relating to the digital health data exchange component, regulations 2025, and the following accompanying documents. A, the technical working group matrix on parliament resolutions. B, the explanatory memoranda. C, the regulatory impact statement. D, the consolidated written submissions matrices for the health information management procedures regulations 2025 and the data exchange component regulations of 2025. And E, the consolidated matrix on the general comments from the public participation exercise on these regulations. 2 is the reports of the Auditor General on the audited accounts for Chemeli Sugar Company for the financial year 2022-2023 from the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development Office of the Cabinet Secretary. 3, reports of the Auditor General and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2021, 30th